Hot topic for tonight. Rob was all up in the bag, all up in the hot topic, but that brother said, I don't care. I'm about to get paid.
About to
Government
get paid.
workers. And there's a
I'm
lot of
rich.
y'all. There's a lot of y'all in this chat. Government workers. How did you hold it all together during this extended shutdown? Government workers. How did you hold it all together during this extended shutdown? Mr. Davis.
Now I know for any government workers that's watching in the chat, please put that in live in the chat and say how you holding it down. I'm gonna speak,
Please.
being that I got
This is like a wellness check for real,
yeah,
brother. I
this
was
a
thinking about it a
wellness
whole
check.
different way.
I got about, I think, 72 officers that report to me, so I can give
Yeah.
you stories, not giving names, but give you stories of how they were holding it down and some of the struggles. But for myself, I put the plow to the dirt, man. I
Mm-hmm.
put the plow to the dirt and became very frugal. And if you don't
Mm-hmm.
know what that means, like it wasn't no more eating out. I cut some habits, you dig what I mean, and did whatever I needed to do to make sure that we were maintaining. And then fortunately for me, just the way things went, we didn't come up on another mortgage check yet. You dig what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So um learning from the last
Excuse
shutdown
me.
for me, man, it's just I made the right provisions and was on my CFO. I was just moving money around and making sure bills are getting paid, whether it was a minimum payment or a bigger payment, but nothing
Yeah.
got cut off, praise God. And I didn't have to go get a loan this time. The first one back in 2019, I had to go get a loan. This go around, I didn't have to because I have things in place where I was still able to have money coming in. So I praise God for that, man. Real talk.
Yeah. Well, this doesn't apply to me. But it does affect me because one of the main places where the shutdown was happening is where a lot of my sustenance come from.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
originally it was fine because when they started cutting them flights, I was like,
Yeah, man.
ooh, I do not like this at all. I don't like this at all. So I empathize with all of y'all that just went through this, man. That has to suck, And
Yeah,
I
man.
don't want to tell no one to down the government or whatever. This is the way business goes, and this is the way the country goes. It hasn't been as many before, but it's happened before. As Rob said, it's happened. I've known it like 2 or 3 times already. So I
Hmm.
get it. It happens, and it's part of being a part of this job, man. And I just pray for y'all, man, because I know that can be difficult and heart wrenching, especially if you wasn't straight before this thing started. You know what I'm saying? If you were struggling before that thing started, that could be rough. Uh, let's see. Hagen say, I'm glad it's back open because the NTSA agents was getting meaner and mean about a day. I mean, bro, you don't get paid for what, over 50 days. How you gonna
Yeah,
be?
man.
You know what I'm
3
saying?
paychecks, brother. Three,
Yeah.
three, three paychecks. You dig what I mean? So, um, without speaking on behalf of some of my direct reports, you dig what I mean, as far as what they were doing, man, like there were banks giving out loans, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to do this the first go round. And this is the part we don't see. Because for a minute the media took the shutdown down and they forgot, you know what I mean? Like, hey, bro, hey man, I ain't getting paid. I ain't coming to nothing. Like, what are we talking about right now?
Right,
Oh
right.
man, I forgot that you work for the government. And it's like, one word, we get into our own head. So the meaner and meaner part is we look at it from a standpoint from a government worker. Like people are just so insensitive sometimes.
Yeah.
If it's not in their circle or their bubble, they can care less what's going on with you.
Right.
And when you come now on the flip side, there were a lot of, I want to say this, man. Can I get a hand clap real quick? Because this is what I want to say. Yeah, that mother was short lived, but I'm gonna take it. Hey man, that's to any and everybody as a passenger who came through
Yeah, man.
Lambert Airport and every airport across the nation, and for every government worker that was just dropping by, dropping off $600 worth of gift cards,
Mm-hmm.
$500 worth of Schnucks cards. Like
The
it didn't matter.
barbecues
Like
and stuff I saw that
yeah,
happen for y'all.
barbecues and
Giving out
food
food.
days, and shout out to
Yeah.
Southwest Airlines and American Airlines, all the airlines that was out there that did something for government workers because
Yeah.
they showed up. Now that's the minute part of it. The bigger
Yeah.
picture are the folks that had to go get these loans and
Mm-hmm.
credit's not so bad and got denied, or had to go get these
What's up,
loans
Miss
and yeah,
Dingle?
we about to get Miss Dingle was good. Or yeah, we about to get paid, but some of these people when they get paid, hopefully go pay off that loan. But if they don't,
Right.
if we shut down
Right.
again, how they gonna go get another loan? You dig what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's like that's the part like, well, y'all back open, y'all good now, right? No, stuff fell behind for some people. Some
Right.
people
Right.
on eviction notice, because I'm gonna let you know right now. A couple of credit card people I called, I'm like, hey, y'all got something for the government shutdown? No, sir, but we can push it back and let your interest keep accruing. Like, like, you
Oh, well,
go
thank you.
you gonna let me not pay this month, but you gonna let
Right.
that interest that if I would have paid, that interest
Right.
still gonna go on there. So it just goes to show some financial institutions was cool with it, where other financial institutions was like, man, bump your shutdown. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Get out the
Yeah.
government. So,
Yeah.
it was hard, man. And I seen grown men break down. I saw grown women break down. I saw just people in general. You dig what I mean? And you can tell, and I'll let you go because I know I'm being long-winded. You can tell the young workers compared to the seasoned workers, the
Yeah.
older generation that understands the value of a dollar. The young workers was like, shoot, coming from Starbucks, coming from it didn't matter. They still was going to, well, the older workers, they thinking about it like, man, it's just me. I got to take care of my kids. Man,
Right.
it's just
Right.
me. I can't do this. I can't do that. So it was all over the place, man. I don't go ahead, I'll let you go ahead and speak on it, but it was big, man, in a lot of ways.
I'm gonna go to the comments, man, because there's only so many comments I can give because I'm not a government worker, but I'm just
Right.
want to be empathetic towards seeing what happened. D says I was taught by a very great mother. She taught me how to save and how to cook. Paid all my bills for a month and cooked instead of eating out. Salute,
Yeah. See what I'm
salute.
saying? That's that season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh,
That's that season part of it.
Hagen said, seriously, thank you to all the government employees for still showing up and servicing the community. We appreciate y'all, even though the appreciation don't pay the bills. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest part right there. Bro, you think about this. 48 days. Actually, this Saturday will end another pay period. So
Yeah.
two, I'm gonna say 3.5 pay periods. We did not get paid. The
Mm-hmm.
last time we saw a check was from September the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
The government shut down on October 1st. We are now on October 13th and we just opened. And
November
while
13th.
everybody, I mean November 13th, and we just
Yeah.
opened. And while everybody, oh, y'all getting paid, one words, we still got to process payroll. You dig what I'm saying? Now, like not just for one location, the
Right.
government as in its entirety, Craig, like that is a lot. That is a
Yeah,
lot
man.
that's about to be on the shoulder of those in charge. D, she understand where I'm coming from because it falls on us as leadership to take care of ours. But the bottom line is, again, pray for these government workers, pray for your boy, because now the mental stress is on to make sure there's no mistakes made so this person can get their money. So you can do this, so you can do that. That deadline can be made. And I'm not gonna put too much out there, but bro, we got a deadline, and that mug is not next week like that. You
Right.
dig what I mean?
Right.
So it's a lot now to be done to reopen. And I just, man, my prayer for all the government workers is please do not fall into the trap of they're giving you your money so that you can go and get ready for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, kick it up. And then if this thing shut down again on the 30th, you right back at square one. Please
Right.
learn from it. Please, please do.
Yeah, man. I just think it sucks that things that don't involve you guys affect you guys
Hmm.
so deeply. And people would say, man, well, you should be able to survive. Should be able to miss two paychecks and be all right. Listen, everybody ain't in that position. You may
Right.
want to be in that position, and you may think you are in that position until that happens to you. You get what I'm saying? Because everything that you were planning to do, you recognize you living your life based on when the check come in. Like your life is in a flow sometimes based on, okay, this check, I'm gonna do this day. A lot of people set up their bills based on when checks come. You want bigger bills towards a certain part of the month, other bills on different part of the month, and you got in this whole
Yeah.
rotation. Then all of a sudden that is gone, snatched away from you, and you've been living this routine in life, and you got to make this adjustment. Like what D said, okay, I'm cooking every night. I'm not going out no more. Okay, but what happens that day when you really, really want this that's going out? You feel like, man, I just worked this shift. You know what I'm saying? I'm Rob, not to make everything plain, but they still had to go to work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they got in trouble if they don't start showing up. Like they ain't like,
Yeah.
oh, it's okay, you don't show up because we know we ain't getting paid. No, they are required to go to work still, despite what's going on uh in the White House land, despite what's going on in the government way up high. They still have to go to work, man. So Yeah, definitely empathize for the government workers, man, TSA workers, but it's not just TSA workers, government workers,
Yep.
period.
Period.
Everybody in the
Yeah.
government on most levels that that are part of it ain't got paid for the same amount of time Rob has, man. So that sucks, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it hurts to get up at 1:30 in the morning to be there by 2:30, 2:45,
Yes, sir.
and you know you not and you and in the back of your mind, well, I get the retro.
Right.
But one word, 1:30 hit different. Especially when you
Right.
know ain't
Right.
no check coming, bro.
Or on this part, oh, it's gonna end, but you don't know when it's gonna
But
end.
you don't know when it's gonna
And all
end
you
because it's
hearing is
like
talking
your hand.
innuendo, and then it's two sides
Mhm.
fighting against each other over small details. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be rough. D said we have folks who didn't bother showing up, stating they don't work for free. I told my worker, do what your career can handle, because when we reopen, you may not have a job. You may not have a job. And
And that
actually,
unfortunately,
she ain't lying.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Unfortunately, not just with us
Yeah,
across the board, there were a lot of people that say I ain't doing this again, and I
yeah.
get it. Listen, if somebody walked away and went and got them another gig
Mm-hmm.
because they had to make their ends meet, you know, I understand it. You dig what I mean? I totally understand it, but at the same time, don't villainize your superiors because of a decision you made. That's why
Right,
when she say what your
right.
career can handle without going too far into it, but
Yeah.
um, this government shutdown just showed a lot to me. You know what I mean? It showed that we don't do politics too much on the show,
Mm-hmm.
but when it don't affect you, people just don't care, man. You dig what I mean? When
Right.
something don't affect a person, like they people don't care. It's like, okay,
None
yeah,
whatsoever.
they ain't getting paid, but it's mine cleared. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
we're gonna. Do you know how many breaks and recesses the House took during this
Mm-hmm.
shutdown? No, we
Yeah.
don't feel like talking. We're gonna take a week off.
Oh
We'll
yeah.
reconvene next week.
Oh yeah.
All the while, the public is working.
Right.
You dig what I mean? And this not Republican, Democrat, I don't care what side you on,
Mm-hmm.
it was all foolery. Pure
100%.
D trash. You dig what I mean? And for the ones who are not in the government and it didn't affect them, no, they standing for what is right. The bigger picture, the bigger picture. One word, millions were not getting paid.
Man, screw that picture.
You dig what I'm not
What
getting
I'm
paid?
saying? Right.
And I get it with the
Right.
whole healthcare thing, and
Yeah.
no, because it's gonna be through the roof. Newsflash, I pay healthcare every week. It's through the roof already.
He ain't
And
lying.
I got government benefits, and it's
Mm-hmm.
already through the roof. So just
Mm-hmm.
the
And then
bigger
beyond
picture.
that, man. My
Go ahead.
bad. Go
No,
ahead,
no, you
bro.
good beyond
And
that.
then this too, man, for the not non-government workers, but people who was receiving the SNAP benefits. All them, they was affected. You know what I'm saying? And like me and Rob kind of talked about it a few times, man. All right, you start cutting off ways for people to get their food. All right, looting and stuff finna go up. If one words can't eat, they gonna figure out a way to eat. You know what I'm saying? And
Bro.
that's the thing people don't think about when they're arguing over these particular subjects that may be high level subjects to them. You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things of the big budget and the deficits and all that. But look, bro, y'all find money when y'all want to go to war. No offense. You ain't got to say this, Rob, but I say this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all find money when you want to go to war. You can find money when you go help other countries that's like a million miles from here. All right, find that money when it's time to help the people inside the land of the free, home of the brave, so to speak. And
Yeah,
I
man.
end my
Yeah, we
part
can end
on that
no, no,
because I ain't
we
trying to get
gonna end
nobody
it.
in trouble.
Yeah, we'll end it there because
Yeah,
one of them sneaker peeks is to go back and be like, "Rob said,"
Rob
I
said,
don't
you know what I'm saying?
I
Whatever your
said it and
rank
I
is,
said it
don't
with
say it. But Miss
right, right,
rank
right. I
so and so
said it
Rob and D on here talking crazy. No, I know they
yeah,
ain't.
yeah,
Chris
yeah,
Morris
no,
said it. I don't work for the government, so
yeah,
we leave
and
it
I
like
said
that.
like this, what everything I said with my chest, so I ain't worried about it. I
He
ain't
ain't
saying no
lying.
names and doubting nobody. All Imma say is the way they treating it is trash, and I go public to say that. This is pure D foolery, trash for someone who's still getting a paycheck can manipulate everything so it's for them because you don't like a particular person. So I don't like C. I don't,
Right?
you know, I use Hagen's. So I don't like Hagen's. C trying to bless him with a record deal, and
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, so he can get big and get on. And because
yeah,
I don't like Hagen's, then I'm gonna mess up the whole deal and say I ain't signed the contract.
right.
I ain't signed the contract. But everybody in the chat affected by it because they can feed their family if Hagen's get this deal, they can feed their family. But I'm being ignorant because I don't like Hagen's. You dig what
Yeah.
I mean? Or I don't like C, so I ain't gonna sign it because I don't want them to have Hagen's. But everybody in the chat don't get fed.
Right.
That's what it's equivalent to break it down in its lowest term.
Miss Ding, I'm gonna say this before we wrap up. Miss Dingle said they were about to stop the child care payments. That would have changed the workforce for real. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. That's
For
what I'm
sure.
saying. Affecting real people that it may not. People at the top of the mountain may not be affected the same way, but the people that may not be at the very bottom of getting crumbs, because listen, child care or what you call that stuff? Child care. What's the one for child support and all that? You know what I'm saying? That ain't just for broke people. You know what I'm saying? I know, bro, but it's just for the conversation. That's not just for people that's struggling and all that. That is happens to all kind of people, all type of financial states. And if you've been depending on these certain things, all of a sudden it's snatched away, it can hurt, bro.
Hey, I gotta let her. If you ain't never watched the show, look, man,
Yes.
I don't pay child support no more. I'm free. Praise God. Glory be to Jesus. You hear me? But
We'll have a whole
that's a
praise
curse
party.
word. That's a
A whole
that's
praise
a
party.
curse word on this show. We don't say
Yeah.
the CS word on this.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
bro. Forgive me.
yeah.
Next
Let's
time
end
I'll
it,
beep
man.
it out. All right, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna hold